I have two bits of news about Tulsi Gabbard. Neither bit is going to be like, and I'll break it up into two videos just so I can keep it specific to its tone. This video will be demonetized. Not demonetized. This video will be massively disliked. And everything I say in this video is absolutely true. Would I, if the person was Sanders, would I make this video? And I say that because I kind of just making this basic point that before you downvote the video, even though you may dislike what I'm saying here, if this was one Bernie Sanders as opposed to one Tulsi Gabbard, would I say what I am about to say in this video? And that answer I would hope that you come to is, well, yes. He will say that. He's dinged Sanders in the past when Sanders has done something that was out of kilter with his ideology. The same thing will be true here. Fox News breaks the story. Now, you can take all issue with Fox News and everything else, but the story, at the very least, the basics of it, the grounding of it, seems to be true. Basically, what this amounts to is Tulsi Gabbard taking an off-the-record meeting with Wall Street, let's say, quote-unquote, fat cats, essentially oligarchs. Now, people will immediately recoil to me and say, well, wait a minute, she's not taking any money from super PACs and whatnot. But the story is true. She was at this meeting. She did meet with these people in regards to these kind of Wall Street types and Democratic fat cats, essentially donors to the Democratic Party. The meeting, the off-the-record meeting with these Wall Street fat cats and fundraisers did take place. Start there before anything else. Tulsi Gabbard, fresh off her nasty tussle with former First Lady, Secretary of State, and 2016 Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton, was given a hero's welcome at a meeting with Wall Street executives and potential donors on Wednesday evening in New York City that took place at Anthony Scaramucci's Hunt and Fish Club restaurant, Fox Business learned. Scaramucci, known as the Mooch, is a hedge fund salesman and short-lived communications director for the Trump administration before flaming out and transforming himself into a fierce Trump critic. While she was in attendance, according to the people with direct knowledge of the event, about 24 Wall Street executives sat for an off-the-record meeting with Gabbard, which was hosted by Richard Wolff, himself a prominent Wall Street Democrat, golf buddying the former President Barack Obama and past chief of Swiss banks UBS U.S. operations. And this part. During the off-the-record meeting, Gabbard didn't take any direct shots at Clinton, one person told Fox Business. She merely laid out her policies, which did not fit easily into an ideological framework. The 38-year-old congressman is a supporter of the Second Amendment and against what she described in an interview in the New York Times as quote-unquote regime change wars, though she is considered progressive on other issues such as healthcare. And in between bites of their expensive steak dinners, the crowd ate it up. People thought she was great, the attendees said. Her problem is name recognition, but when you meet her, she's great. Some Democratic Party insiders contacted Fox Business found it odd that Wolff, who was long viewed as a Democratic establishment, would give Gabbard a forum for reviews given what they say is a possible desire to run as a third-party candidate. Now, Gabbard has said on more than one occasion that her objective is not to run as a third-party candidate. I've said that if she is being groomed by anybody, it is by the Democratic Party, who for the most part has vilified and treated her, I would argue, unfairly. That said, this is not about an issue of super PACs. This is about an issue of who do you lean to. And it's not so much that I have this great idea that Tulsi Gabbard is becoming a right-winger. I think that's somewhat nonsense. But the story is fair. The story is fair. And if nothing else of the story is true, what is true is she was meeting Wall Street. She was meeting as an off-the-record Wall Street fundraiser. It is what it is. What it is. Like, share, subscribe.